As you might know, I'm having some regrets about buying my 2013 Accord Coupe EXL V6 6-speed, so I thought it would be appropriate to go through the top 5 things I hate about this car. The first one at number 5 is squeaks and rattles. So there's a rattle in the sunroof that happens from time to time. When I first got the car, the passenger seatbelt was rattling, and there's some brake noises here and there, and when it rains, sometimes there's a belt squeak. So it's just kind of annoying having a car that's not very old, but it has all these little noises here and there. It's just kind of annoying, really. And at number 4, we have driver's assistance tech. So the lane departure warning and the forward collision warning are kind of integrated into the camera up here on the mirror. So it's just kind of annoying to have those because the lane departure warning is always switched off. Anytime you go near a line in the road or anything, it beeps at you, and it's really annoying. And there's sometimes when you want to go over the line, or it's okay to go over the line. But like if there's a car on the side of the road, you need to just swerve over just a little bit, or maybe you're on a country road and there's no other traffic and there's some tight corners that you can cut a little bit here and there. The lane departure warning just goes absolutely insane in those situations. And even if you're not on the line, maybe you're just kind of skimming the line on the edge of the highway, it'll start beeping at you. So that's why I just leave it off most of the time, because it's so irritating. And the forward collision warning I have set to the longest distance, so that I have enough warning time if there is something ahead to brake for. But unfortunately, with that also comes a lot of false alarms, so to speak. So maybe I'm on a curvy road and there's some signs up ahead, or maybe some cones on the side of the road. It'll catch those and it'll start beeping and flashing lights on the windshield. And then when I come home every night, most of the time it will also catch the cars that are parked on the side of the road, and it'll start beeping and flashing lights at those. So it's really annoying. There's way more false alarms than there are actual real alerts. Number 3 is rear seat entry. So obviously I know this is a coupe, and rear seat space isn't a huge thing on coupes. But the really irritating part about this car is trying to get in and out of the back seat. The driver's seat doesn't tilt forward very far, and then if you get in on the passenger side, when you put the seat back to the position that it was just in, it doesn't actually go to that position. So when you push the seat bottom all the way back and the seat back to lock the seat in, it doesn't return to the same place it was. You think that it would, but it doesn't. It never does. So the seat back is almost upright, and then the seat bottom is really far forward. It's absolutely irritating to any passenger that you have in the car. While we're talking about seats, that brings me to number 2. The number 2 thing I hate about this car is the seats. They're terrible. I feel like they're made for really, really fat people, and you don't feel part of the car when you're sitting in the seats. You feel more like you're just riding on top of it, so to speak. It doesn't give you a confident feeling. They don't hold you in very well, and the leather material that's on here is very slick. So when you're going around corners at high speed, you just kind of slide all over the place, and it just doesn't have a very comfortable feel either. I've had the car for 3 months now, and I still can't seem to get the adjustment right to get into a comfortable position. So on longer trips like this, I'm constantly rearranging my body in the seat, trying to find a different way of sitting in it, because it's just not comfortable at all. What is the number 1 thing I hate about this car? That would have to be the size. It's huge. This thing is actually a decent amount shorter than the Accord sedan, but it's still massive. And the width of the car is what really gets me, because it's shorter than the Accord sedan, but it's the same width. So every time you get onto a tight road or a construction zone where the lanes are very narrow, you just feel like you're constantly trying to dodge every little thing in the road because it's so wide. It's just not a very good size car for what it is, really. So there was the top 5 things I hate about my Accord Coupe. If you have an Accord Coupe, be sure to post yours below, or maybe just some insights as to some more things we like and dislike about our cars. Thanks for watching.